when you're ready. Okay, we're back at Vision on TV for another presentation by Hamish Campbell, and today it's again about solar power and laptops. Which solar power and which laptops can we use, Hamish?
So with solar power, you've got very limited power. For example, this panel here puts out 25 watts of power, and the average laptop runs about 50 watts or 60 watts if you use a normal laptop. So if you want to run a computer, you need something which uses small and low energy. So I like these little ones. This is my original laptop powered, solar powered laptop. This is a Fujitsu, and it's actually a about a 1 gigahertz Pentium M, so it's a mobile processor. It's maybe 10 years old, and actually this was fine for editing DV video. So for these, all three cameras, it can edit the video out of these. And I actually edited lots and lots of films on this laptop running on solar systems. Next, this one didn't survive, as you can see. Actually, it didn't survive a trip.
Oh.
The screen is completely snapped off, and the front casing is also ripped apart through here. So it didn't survive a trip one time.
But how much time did you use that one?
I used this for 3 or 4 years, for quite a while.
So it's quite a distance.
Yeah, it's a nice little Fujitsu laptop, quite sweet. But I decided actually I needed more robustness after that, so I went for probably the best low power laptop you can get. This is a ThinkPad, and this is actually this is a single core processor laptop, and this is a dual core processor laptop. So this has much more processing power. This probably has 3 or 4 times the processing power of this original one. So this is a very useful general purpose laptop. And the advantage of these ThinkPads is that the lid is made of titanium, so it's rock solid. So it's not going to suffer from this not surviving the trip. It's much more robust. This one, you can see it's had some bashes and things on the bottom, and as it's made of strong metal, it's survived. I think I have another one with a dent in it, but it's still running. These are very strong computers. It's very light, fits in the bag really well. Sadly, the batteries haven't survived, so actually I need a replacement battery. The problem is the replacement battery costs 100 quid, so it's kind of debatable to buy one. But otherwise, highly recommended. Now, the advantage of these small laptops like this, as a 12-inch screen, is that it only uses up between 14 and 24 watts of power. So if you put the laptop into power saving mode, this 25-watt panel will easily run this laptop as long as the sun's shining. And if you've got a battery in between, like something like this will probably run this laptop for 4 or 5 hours. Or we've got some more batteries over here. One of these would last at least 3 to 4 hours. So you've got tons of battery life. You can work all day basically on this, as long as there's a bit of sunshine occasionally. So really nice system, robust, strong, and you can go and sit on top of a mountain or on a beach or anywhere in the world. Just lay out the panel, plug it all together. A bit of shade, because it's hard to see the screen in sunlight. So find a shady spot with the panel out in the sunshine and work. You don't need to stay in your office. You don't need to live in your cubicle.
I think in London will be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, on the rooftop.
Okay, so and now actually we've got a more power-hungry laptop. So this again is a ThinkPad, just for the sheer robustness. But this one actually uses about 3 times as much power. It uses about 40 watts of power, and none of my panels will provide 40 watts. The maximum we've got is 32 watts. So actually this one, all we could do is charge the battery. We couldn't actually run it off a solar panel. But the battery would probably charge up pretty much in real time off one of these panels. So within 3 to 4 hours the battery will be charged, and then you could use the laptop to discharge the battery and then charge it up again. These work much better. You can charge the battery and you can run the thing at the same time. Though it's better just to do one at a time, because then it's more efficient. So this isn't really solar powered, but I quite like to make it solar powered, but need more oomph. If I daisy chain both panels together, which you can actually do, then I'd have enough power to run this laptop.
But a bit complicated to get.
A bit complicated, yes. So what you want for solar power is these small laptops, and I recommend ThinkPads are very good. Apple's are problematic, but you can use an Apple, but they have non-standard connectors, and Apple has highly regulated inputs on the power inputs. So, for example, iPhones generally don't charge very badly from solar systems. They generally fail because they accept the amount of power inputs they accept is very limited. So within a narrow band, a solar panel puts out huge amounts of power, little amounts of power. It's all over the place, and it's going up and down all the time. So you're probably not going to have much luck with Apple products, but more standard PC products, you can charge them.
Okay, great. And for your next trip, which gear are you going to take?
Okay, for my next trip, I've decided to downscale, and I've decided to jettison the computer completely and use a smartphone instead of a laptop.
So I'm guessing you won't do film editing on this, but you don't need to because you're filming only videos through your smartphone.
I'll do live editing, and I'll do stuff which can be edited later, and I'll just upload it as I go along. And this panel here provides tons of power, more than enough power for this smartphone. So that is the equivalent of these old laptops.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Hamish. And as we can see, it gets not heavier and heavier, it gets actually a lot easier to travel with these tips. So if you want to know more and to see the specs, go to hamishcampbell.com, and more videos like this on Plug and Play channel visionontv. Thank you for watching.